Hello there, I'm Luca Ricci and I'm a musician. In today's lesson, I will be explaining you minor scales and tonalities. When talking about tonalities, we make a distinction between major and minor keys. For every major key, there's a respective minor key called relative minor, and for every minor key, there are respective major key called relative major. The relative minor can be found on the 6th grade of a major key, while the relative major can be found on the 3rd grade of a minor key in the natural minor scale. When talking about minor scales, we have three different possibilities: the natural minor, the harmonic minor, and the melodic minor. Each one of these scales have a different flavor and contains different harmonic relations. The natural minor scale, having a natural 7th degree, misses the leading tone, which is instead called subtonic, and gives it a more modal flavor, being identical in structure to the Aeolian mode. The harmonic minor scale, which has a sharp 7th degree, has the leading tone 1.5 step from the 6th degree, forming an augmented second, giving it a more exotic flavor. The melodic minor scale, which has both a sharp 6th degree and a 7th degree, has a flavor more similar to the major scale, differing for the flat 3rd degree, which gives it a more melancholic mood. Each one of these scales, as mentioned previously, have different harmonic possibilities and rules. In common practice, when realizing a bass or harmonizing a chorale, it's often used the harmonic minor due to the tension generated by the 4th degree moving to the 5th, but the 6th grade moving up to the 7th in the voice leading must be avoided because of the augmented second. Sometimes, this can be resolved by using the 4th grade of the melodic minor scale, which has a major second between the 6th and 7th grade of the scale. It's never used the natural minor, as it derives from the modes, and doesn't have the same tensions used in the tonal practice. How do you modulate between the major key and its relative minor? To modulate between two relative tonalities, you either use the sharp 3rd degree of the major key, the mediant, or the flat 7th of the minor key, the subtonic, using often the 7th chord. Another common rule of thumb to modulate is to use the dominant of the next tonality, sometimes using a 4th, 5th, 1st cadence in the new key. An example of this can be found in a chorale by Bach, Erkenne mich mein Huter, from Matthaus Passion, BWV 244, in which after the first fermato on the tonic of the piece, a seventh grade of the relative minor is used to modulate to the new key. It's important to remember that, as Liszt used to say, every chord can be a dominant of any other chord. Of course, this doesn't mean that any modulation will sound good, so use your ear to find the best solution for your piece. With this lesson, we conclude the beginner's course on music theory. Of course, there is still a lot to be learned, and from there, everything is even more cool and fun, so be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. I hope you enjoyed this short voyage inside music theory, and I hope to see you in the next lesson. See ya!